Introducing first, in the corner to my right, from Silicon Valley, California, weighing at 192 pounds, Wheeler YUTA! And his opponent, in the corner to my left, hails from Clarendon, Kansas. He weighs in at 172 pounds. He is the Kansas Kid, Damien Smith!
Bell Sounds matchup underway. Beyond Wrestling, unprofessional. First round of the tournament for tomorrow. Got Wheeler YUTA's been making waves here in Beyond Wrestling, going one-on-one with Damien Smith, who's making his Beyond Wrestling debut, going to be joined alongside MJF.
Yeah, and let's get one thing straight here, okay? The only reason why Wheeler YUTA has made any waves is because of me, okay? The only reason anybody cares about Wheeler YUTA is because of the amazing matches me and him had. And by the way, that was all me. That had literally nothing to do with the kid. He sucks. I hate him.
All right, MJF, obviously preoccupied with Wheeler YUTA. You've got to go one-on-one with Brandon Watts a little bit later tonight.
You know, to be frank, I respect Brandon, okay? He's a sweet kid, but let's face facts. He's broken his neck here before, and I'm not afraid to break his neck again if he gets in my way.
MJF, not mincing any bones about it.
I will say this about Wheeler YUTA, though. He's a masterful technician, you know?
Of course, I mean, trained by Drew Gulak, by Hot Sauce Tracy Williams. I mean, yeah. He's a pretty skilled athlete, and he's still very young in his career. He's already had the opportunity to tour Japan. I think the sky's the limit for him. Not to take any, and this isn't like the sky's the limit for him, and therefore you're dog shit. That's
no.
MJF. All right.
I don't think anybody listening to this thinks that at all. I mean, everybody is fully aware of my accolades. I have literally been everywhere and done everything in 2 short years. But I'll say this, Wheeler YUTA, he's got some upside. I can admit that. I just wish he wasn't so annoying.
Well, you say he's annoying. I think he's a really gifted athlete. What do you know about Damien Smith? Damien Smith trained alongside Brian Kendrick for 3 years. He relocated from Kansas in order to be able to train with Brian Kendrick, one of the very best schools in the country. I mean, he was homeless for the first 6 months while he was out there in California. I mean, this kid has got passion by the boatload. But do you think, I'm sorry to cut you off, do you think that this is a high-pressure environment to make your debut? I mean, Beyond Wrestling, the world is watching.
I mean, absolutely, but when you're trained by guys with the likes such as that, like Brian Kendrick, I'm sure you're ready, you're poised for situations like this. However, I will say this, it looks like he is homeless, so that does not come as a surprise to me at all.
Real nice, MJF. I think Damien Smith knows that he's the dark horse in tournament for tomorrow. He's probably got the most approved. And he might have one of the biggest challenges first round. We did predictions at facebook.com/Beyond Wrestling, and I don't think that anybody picked Damien Smith. But then again, if the fans aren't familiar, maybe the wrestlers aren't super familiar, and it can make you difficult to scout.
Well, right now he's doing fairly well for himself as he almost gets a 3 count on Wheeler. Big basement drop kick there. Oh!
Innovative use of the ropes. I mean, Damien Smith knows, even though that this is a 3-round tournament, not all 3 rounds will be contested tonight, just the first round. Even still, he wants to take things home as quick as he can.
I mean, you can tell right now that he's trying to get the job done very, very fast because maybe he's not used to this environment. Oh, damn you, Wheeler YUTA.
And that's something that cannot be understated. It's just how different it is wrestling at Beyond Wrestling than any other promotion in the United States, with the fans standing ringside. I mean, not only do you have to worry about your opponent, but I mean, there's people that are constantly yelling things to you. Sometimes in support, sometimes you've got detractors standing ringside too. And I'm sure you know more than anybody, you've got more detractors than supporters.
These fans,
it can hurt your concentration.
These fans are honestly awful. But I will say this, when it comes to Beyond Wrestling, this is a top-tier organization. I mean, this is one of the best promotions, not just in America, but in the world. So when you come here, you need to be ready. You need to be prepared for anything and everything. That's the thing about Wheeler YUTA, though, that I can't respect. That he's a child, okay? He gets easily frazzled. I think we all can tell the second things aren't going his way, he throws temper tantrums. I mean, look at this. He's just slapping this guy. So disrespectful. And people call him a good person.
I think he's trying to get a hold of the arms to apply a submission. I've never seen Wheeler YUTA. He's never been, known as one with a short fuse, at least in my book. But, it's funny. Wheeler YUTA was somebody that, a couple people that have very prominent positions at Beyond Wrestling said, hey, Wheeler Yuta is somebody that you have to keep an eye on. Damien Smith, I don't know who this kid was. He was on a cross-country tour with Jarek 120 around WrestleMania this year. They met each other in California when he was training with Brian Kendrick, and he decided that he was going to move to the Northeast. This kid shows up to every show. Obviously, he hasn't been booked. He's been showing up for the last 6 months doing anything he can to get a foot in the door, and then it's like when you look at his accolades with who he's training with and what he's capable of, it's like, yeah, let's give him a shot. I think so far he's holding his own.
Absolutely. Whoop, Yuta throws a...
But Yuta, again, he's just got the experience advantage in competing in front of a Beyond Wrestling crowd. And when push comes to shove, if the fans got your... just a second away from a pin. If the fans are throwing their support in your corner, and that's going to be an intangible, and you have to dig deep.
But here's the thing. I don't understand why a guy like Wheeler Yuta panders to these people. How do these people help you out in ring? I mean, let's face facts, DC. These people aren't going to slap a hold on. These people aren't going to go for a pin.
They can't get physically involved, but I think that the energy, especially in a Beyond Wrestling Live event, is palpable. I think that you can feed off of it. And Damien Smith trying to avoid contact with the floor.
Ooh, skins the cat.
Showing great upper body strength, getting back in, able to sidestep Wheeler Yuta.
Shades of a homeless Shawn Michaels. Suicide dive!
Great precision. Of course, Damien Smith just competing a couple weeks ago on NXT. I mean, this guy is making the rounds. He's doing everything he can, and he's trying to do it the right way. He's a very humble kid, but he's obviously demonstrating he's a very skilled athlete, too. And another pinpoint attack with that missile dropkick, and Yuta retreating to the corner, perhaps on instinct.
Ooh.
Can't retreat to the corner from that position. The overhead suplex with the bridge.
He's a resilient little bug, isn't he?
All right, let's say you advance over Brandon Watts.
Let's say. Are we kidding ourselves right now, DC? I think you and I both know I'm going to advance, but please, I'll humor you, okay?
Which one of these competitors would you like to face in the tournament for tomorrow?
DC, it doesn't matter who I face because I'm going to win this tournament. I am the person who's going to carry this company on my back into the future. No one else in this tournament is capable of that but MJF.
I mean, who's impressing you the most right here? I mean, Damien Smith, look at that combination. The German suplex in the knee, but still can't put Wheeler Yuta away.
I mean, I hate to admit it, but both these guys are just... precision is the word I would use for this match so far. Every single strike is to the jaw, to the temple. Everything has meaning, everything has purpose.
I think the story here is we haven't really seen Wheeler Yuta apply too many of those submissions, which is really what he's known for. And Damien Smith has been able to keep up the pace, but I think that as soon as Yuta can get him grounded, I mean, that might spell the end of Damien Smith. That's a big if, though. And here we see Yuta. With that Olympic-style slam.
Very interesting.
Had the arm cradled. And Smith able to get the right shoulder off the mat just in the nick of time.
You know what, you would think a unique maneuver like that would actually get you a 3 count, but not when you're a small shrimp like Wheeler Yuta. That's just not how it's gonna work.
Body guy, MJF. Calling it like it is.
Just being real. Oh, gun-tie roll-up.
That was a close call. Somebody else that we'll be seeing a little bit later on tonight, Jay Freddie. Oh!
Nice cross-body.
Look at this, though. I'm telling you, man, that you see in the desperation. I mean, this kid is really trying to steal it.
We're talking pinfall after pinfall, but that's what you got to do. You got to try to get the win.
He's throwing everything. Oh, man. And Yuta, less than a second that time for being put away.
I'll give homeless Carrot Top this. He is giving it his all right.
I mean, look, man, you were born with a silver spoon in your mouth, all right? You've been given everything that all the tools that you need. I'm not taking anything away from your hard work, but you don't think that there's something about the fact that this kid is homeless, that the sacrifices that he's made?
I mean, if by sacrifices you mean not showering for months on end, then sure, it's real impressive.
He's about to go to the showers if you can get this locked in.
Oh! God damn it.
Now, what was that? That was a tell. That was a tell.
No, it wasn't. Shut your mouth, DC. I don't care. I don't care about Wheeler Yuta. Nobody cares about Wheeler Yuta. I'm out of here.
Well, MJF storming on a commentary. Going to wish him the best of luck later on tonight against Brandon Watts. I think a match that many fans were expecting to see the finals in the tournament for tomorrow's opening round match. The face of the new crop.